At 5.
19 News Crews live everywhere working on stories impacting you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Fry.
And I'm Tiffany Tucker. We are starting off with a child luring alert for parents.
Yeah, over the weekend, someone in Shaker Heights tried to lure some kids by offering them a sweet treat.
Police there say thankfully their parents had taught them a life-saving lesson. Beware of strangers. That lesson may have saved their lives or even stopped them from being molested.
Our Harry Boomer spoke with Shaker Heights PD. He's live tonight with more. Harry.
You know, kids are notoriously for having a sweet tooth, and they love candy, but saying no this time was the right thing to do. They came here to play and almost got abducted by some creep.
We had a 19-year-old resident come into the Shaker Heights Police Department and tell us that while she was babysitting her minor siblings, a male who was wearing a mask came up to them and offered them candy.
Shaker Heights Police Commander John Cole says 3 children, a boy and 2 girls, all under the age of 10, did the right thing. They were approached by a stranger in the playground area at the Shaker Family Center on Saturday evening just after 6 p.m.
It was enough to alarm the children, and they did exactly the things that their parents had taught them to do. Go back to your babysitter and tell them what's happening, and they could take action, which was wonderful.
Their sister tried to approach the man who was wearing a surgical mask to ask why he offered the kids candy. But before she could get a response, the guy drove away in a white van with a ladder on top of it.
I know that we had our officers out there, and we've already talked to the Shaker Heights Community Center to tell them what we're looking for so that we can have a force multiplier.
The Shaker PD is asking people in the area who have surveillance cameras to check to see if they saw the van. They plan to also use the flock system, which tracks vehicles that drive through intersections and communities to see if they can find any video of the white van.
At this point, all we're asking is for the public's assistance in identifying so he can come in and talk with us, or we can go and talk to him about the incident.
The man who hid his face with a surgical mask is still out there on the streets. People like him often talk about their exploits, so if you know who he is, call the cops before you prey on some other innocent kid, somebody who hasn't learned to say no to strangers. In Shaker Heights, I'm Harry Boomer, 19 News.